How to become mentally stronger using these 10 habits. Hello and welcome to Surplus School. In this video, we are going to learn how to become mentally stronger using these 10 habits. Let's get into it. Number 1. Find the lessons in every challenge. You'll face all kinds of challenges. You'll struggle with professional hurdles. You'll run face first into personal obstacles. Some challenges will set you back a few hours. Others will occupy your mind for days, weeks, or months at a time. But every challenge you face, no matter how large or lofty, can be overcome. All you have to do is change your perspective. When you encounter something that scares you, you have an opportunity. You can back down and give up on your goals, or you can build your mental strength by facing that challenge head on. Challenging yourself proves that you are capable of more than you think, but confronting fears can be intimidating. So how do you empower yourself to overcome the obstacles in your life? Mastering this skill is one of the most powerful habits you can learn. The next time you face a difficult challenge, don't think about the obstacles in your way. Don't worry about all the things you might do wrong. Instead, view every challenge as a learning experience. Perceive every difficult situation as an opportunity to learn a lesson, practice a technique, or experience something new. Because that strong mentality makes every obstacle worthwhile. Number 2. Emotional clarity. Do you engage with your emotions? Do you try to understand the way you feel? Most people suppress or ignore their emotions, hoping they'll disappear. But mentally strong people investigate their feelings because your emotions, when you look deep inside yourself, guide you toward a sense of purpose, meaning, and fulfillment in your life. Your emotions teach you how to find your definition of success. So don't stifle the way you feel. Don't put up walls or pretend as if nothing bothers you. Instead, lean into your emotions. Try to identify each of the emotions you're feeling and spend time reflecting on how those emotions affect your decisions and your lifestyle. Over time, you'll develop a more advanced understanding of your feelings, and that knowledge will make you a stronger person. Number 3. Be your own biggest fan. How often do you talk to yourself? Many people are afraid of self-talk, even though it's one of the most reliable ways to boost your self-esteem. You might think self-talk is crazy people, but anyone can use self-talk to their advantage because everyone has their own personal narrative. Your narrative describes the way you speak to yourself. If you're a negative or insecure person, you might have a malicious narrative that tears you down. That narrative has a profound impact on your self-esteem. It decreases your motivation, your courage, and your ability to take risks. In other words, if your narrative is hurtful, there's a good chance you will pay the price. So how do you change your personal narrative? How do you establish a positive relationship with yourself? Every day, say something nice to yourself. Take a few seconds to appreciate your strengths. You might recognize something you're good at or reflect on an achievement you're proud of. This may feel strange at first. If you're not accustomed to self-talk, you might shy away from this embarrassing habit. But it's only embarrassing if you choose to be embarrassed. There's nothing wrong with talking to yourself. And there's nothing wrong with cheering yourself on. If you want to boost your mental strength and change your self-deprecating narrative, talk to yourself and be your biggest fan. Number 4. Controlled responses. Life throws all kinds of surprises at you. Some are good, some are bad. Some you can prepare for, and others you can't. In other words, you cannot control what happens to you in your life. You can't control the people around you. You can't control the way the world works, but there is something you can control. No matter what surprises burst into your life, you can always control the way you react. When things don't go their way, the majority of people react with a string of negative emotions such as hopelessness, fear, and denial. In these moments, it's easy for your emotions to transform into fear. The strongest people, on the other hand, are unwaveringly positive. The world may throw crazy obstacles in their path, but they find a silver lining in every setback. They see an opportunity in every failure, and they can always pinpoint a reason to keep pushing. At the end of the day, these mentally strong people can only control the way they react. They don't know what the future holds, but they know that the way you approach your future makes all the difference. Number 5. The inescapable storm. Sooner or later, things will go wrong. It's a fact of life. Everyone is bound to fail sometimes because no one overcomes every obstacle on the first try. That's why failure is a basic experience shared by every person on the planet. So how do you turn failure into mental strength? Failure is like a natural disaster. It rattles your life, destroys your livelihood, and leaves you picking up the pieces. Many are surprised when this storm devastates their ambitions or lifestyles. But you know this storm is coming. If failure is inevitable, then you need to get ready. Mentally strong people are prepared for a violent storm to shake their life. They know things might fall apart, and when that storm finally comes, their preparation saves them from disaster. Instead of crumbling into a million tiny pieces, they catch themselves when they fall. They minimize the damage done, and they rebuild their ambitions much stronger than before. Number 6. Daily training. Do you improve your mental strength every day? Like any lifestyle habit, mental fortitude is a product of daily exercise. You'll never develop an unstoppable mindset in a single afternoon. Rather, mental strength is developed over months of consistent practice. If you're trying to get in touch with your emotions, for example, spend a little time introspecting every day. You may not succeed at first, but over time, you'll discover a unique sense of comfort and clarity. Each time you practice your mental strength, keep this framework in mind. You don't have to train for hours at a go because strong habits are developed in small increments. You may not see drastic improvement overnight, but if you stick with it, you can transform the way you think and the way you live. Number 7. Risk it. How often do you take risks? Taking risks is a difficult thing to do. It requires a strong combination of courage, foresight, and enthusiasm. Above all, you have to believe in your ability to try new things. You have to believe you will rise to the occasion. But how do you develop that kind of confidence in yourself? Risk-taking is a key component of both confidence and mental strength. If you want to have faith in yourself, you have to prove you are worthy of your own belief. Earn confidence and self-belief by pushing yourself into uncharted territory. Do something uncomfortable. Face a tough challenge or confront a long-standing fear. The more personal, the better. Because each risk you take builds your confidence. Each ounce of success teaches you to have faith in yourself and shows you just how much you can do. Number 8. Okay to embarrass yourself. Are you afraid of looking stupid or out of place? Do you hold yourself back because you worry about what other people think? This destructive habit will stand in your way for years to come. It's one of the most common problems in the world, and it's not going away anytime soon. The simple fact is, the more you worry about what people think, the less you will accomplish. Because all that paranoia, all that fear stops you from doing things you want to do. It discourages you from taking risks because you're afraid of looking foolish. Mentally strong people embarrass themselves on a regular basis. They allow themselves to be awkward, uncomfortable, and clueless. They try things they're terrible at, knowing just how stupid they're going to look. Why do they put themselves in these embarrassing situations? Because each awkward moment teaches you to be comfortable in your own skin. The more uncomfortable situations you face, the stronger you are going to be. Number 9. Don't give in to laziness. It's no secret that mentally strong people have incredible work ethics. But where does that work ethic come from? When you're feeling lazy, the last thing you want to do is work. You don't want to worry about little details, solve problems, or worry about some big project. You want to turn off your brain and save your work for later. Most people do exactly that. When they're feeling lazy, they surrender to these destructive feelings and accomplish very little. But mentally strong people lean into their mental resistance. If their brain is putting up a fight, they push themselves harder. Because that's what a strong work ethic looks like. Anyone can work when they're feeling inspired, but only the strongest people can work when they feel lazy or sluggish. Number 10. Spread positive energy. You're going to meet some rude people in your life. When you meet these people, you can respond in one of two ways. You can lash out, or you can turn the other cheek. Mentally strong people are some of the kindest individuals you'll ever meet. No matter how you approach them, they're always friendly and personable. Why? Because their constant kindness sets the tone for their entire lives. No matter how many negative people walk into their world, a mentally strong person keeps their spirits up and their mood positive. Negativity is contagious, and sour people can damage your motivation, your attitude, and your general demeanor. So be kind, be friendly, and spread positivity wherever you go. And that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed and learned something from it. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and give it a big thumbs up. Thanks for watching.